States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
For the adoption of the agenda and approval of minutes. August 14th. Chance for you to motion to adopt the agenda. Any other questions? If none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Thank you. Right, student and staff recognition.
That's good.
I know what I have to say, very much about the Jefferson. They are amazing, and today's ceremony was one of many examples of what they do to represent Jefferson High School in such a great way. You have two of our outstanding instructors that were recognized by the headquarters of JRTC. Am I saying that right? Yes. So both of our instructors got that, and then they also got distinguished student with merit. And I'm not sure what the merit. I was going to ask. I meant to ask what the merit stood for, but both of these that happened this summer. We got it in July.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all, they are amazing and do amazing. I'm proud to be principal with a strong JRTC program.
I'm Jefferson. I'm the third commander.
That's a simple to graduate. So about all of our sisters.
Thank you, man. That is great. I'm glad that others recognize what we already do.
Information that headquarters actually sent. Pretty impressive to be on that list, and I don't think that's something that happens by accident. It happens in the text, it happens. Strong dedication of our leaders, and thank you. And our student leaders as well.
Thank you very much.
It's how we're in this magazine, you see. Now everybody got a full page.
They do a great job. They work really hard, and that's distinguishing with merit. Not everybody gets that. There's 6 goals they have to set every year. Every year they have to meet those goals. They're just not simple. Last year, the goal was about 1,800 community service hours, but they actually went over 2,200. That's after student hours. Sure. So that's just part of it. It's in the middle school and working with them, getting more of our 8th graders in the program. And this year we actually have 54 8th graders. Well, juniors. I guess that is a good handful. Yes, sir. It's all right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
When you got one thing too, when the inspector comes out, he goes through the checklist. His primary interest is what these guys are doing, what these kids. He asks them, as part of this evaluation, do you want your instructors to be part of this evaluation? They say yes or no. These kids are so prepared. Young men, myself and the major, take the back seat, and they run the show. You're not going to go through briefly, they go through that checklist. Trust me, these guys, this past year, when they got top scores every single our grade is really their performance. That's
Now, well, your leadership, Let me ask another, this is not on the program, but let me ask you a question about a greater local charge. We're going to talk about that. No, exactly. What do you see projecting that it will accomplish?
one of the things that with the kids, there's a very competitive where there's an obstacle course, run, strength, endurance, and this mental, physical, activities required to perform in a race. At the same time, I mean, that level of decision making and leadership amongst these guys, that develop, just like the other athletes in this sports, strong and working. It provides an opportunity for our kids to go out and be competitive against state and even a national dual competition right here in the state of Georgia. So it is a pretty strong scholar athlete type of opportunities. When you can see the structure of your forum, you can see they're related like kids will simply cross and stay like a river, upside down. We're seeing we can get 10 kids across that thing. Our goal is also to we're done with that time. Really ready to team it. Going through you see the words throughout the tires. We're here for everyone. I mean, 3 days a week, we're trying to keep physically, mentally strong, have that endurance. Saturday morning, we're getting up, we're going to go out the time, get march. You guys are all up when it comes to more than 14 miles Saturday morning. Hop up out of bed, sleep out, and
I would like to share an email that Major Watson has sent, and this is prior to having a regular course. So this is what they were able to accomplish without doing this so that they don't get their course. It's very impressive that without even the equipment, they have been able to, they had their first regular meet at Wheeler High School in Marietta. This is the Dean of Office. And in the 5 events of the meet, they had first place finish in the team line and first place in the physical test, team test. They finished third in the road race and third in the tower quiz. So again, only thing that's going to be a conflict when they actually have this that preparation. So thank you all, and that was quite impressive without having all the tools that you're supposed to be able to train.
Thank you for what you do, and thank you for your help.
So that's the challenge.
I've been thinking about it. We have 2 veterans on our board.
Thank y'all for what you do. We'll look for how they come. All right. I'll take
General fund report. And 2 months into our fiscal year that began July 1. At the top, you see our revenues, obviously, tax revenue, noticing where expenses are delinquent taxes, motor vehicle taxes that reflect the monthly, and TABT, which is also so that represents those collections like city gas, bills, and cell phone property taxes. That is revenues at that time. Down below, receive expenditures. And there are encumbrances, which are pretty high, which encumbrances are just orders that we place for materials, subscription services, etc. So the liabilities that we have So that's what's represented in that column. Questions?
Tuition is due at the start of the year, it's not due.
one thing is, Dr. McMillan may remember this, but we used to have folks in this whole building, and they would do it to the area. But they would do it. This one conversation is surprised that usually find themselves days, they would do it.
Also, I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, we don't build, we live here. That you're hearing, hopefully. Speak so loud.
Certainly. Questions back there?
Then we move to the special revenue. This report reflects federal grants and prepaid federal grants. We haven't used those funds, they have officially approved them. But obviously one of the current expenses. So we'll get caught up in terms of what spending numbers.
Anybody any questions about the philosophy?
Last 3 months of expenditures out of the SPOSH account. And I'm sure you guys saw the report, our deposit for August was $580,890, up 4% compared to August. We always look at trends, looking back a year, or looking back a month, use that information in our projection. Always it's good to see SPOSH money. And by local, by Jefferson County, there's all schools. And in the month of August expenditures, you see before you, obviously, the big one is the deposit on the turf project, which is at the academy, so that works out the way. Mr. John Burke will update y'all on that a little bit later, as well as the student services HVAC unit, the ladies in the shore greatly appreciate. That was installed and that's been paid for. We talked about the signage. I think you guys have seen some pictures of the signage on the stadium on the press. That looks really good. I mean, that was long overdue, but it looks like the press wants a little bit too. So anyway, we ended the month with a total balance of $11,400,294. Like we mentioned, almost 8.2 that's being reserved for future projects. So focusing on additional SPOS expenditures.
I got any questions?
About the actual report and just taking where we are today and just looking forward for the next several months to January 2026. We're for a balance of 11.4 and by January. That payments gathering at front will,
Have any questions?
so the DDA report reflects the financing that we did, that's the $9 million, out of which I think that across the slides, you know, let's see. In that financing, the capital, so that way we can let the bonds first couple of years of debt payments, so that's not, we've got the cost efficiency of the bond itself, so the actual money available for construction projects is about nothing. So anyway, I laid out before you, the projects and the expenditure we have in the same funding source, which is the line obviously is the middle school construction project, as well as the daycare, so that daycare project, which that was fantastic, fantastic resource for our staff, as well as our first new check payment. So we want to dedication to that. Also, you can see before you just earn each month. So we ended the bond account, $84 million. Nothing really strikes us out of line. Obviously, the school's up, and it's because of the additional 70,000 square feet. Gym, space, and facility, so, that's part of the for the school. And look down below, get into the water area, you can see some of the areas. I did ask, we've been following the high school, water usage up. It jumped 60,000 gallons compared to a year ago. We talked to the city, and sent the full report reflected on Sunday. And they actually showed just 96 gallons, so that tells us it's probably due to pressure washing and some summer activities where we're using, you know, a lot of quantity of water. So it doesn't appear that we have especially if it's still not in this month. So that's good. So other than that, obviously the numbers will actually go down as we get to construction. We're doing on that building at 7 o'clock. I'm actually Mr. Weaver is actually trying to basically get to the first attachment on the speaker. If cameras are currently installed, Mr. Weaver is trying to be the best from elevating 160 also, they received a surprise those visits, anytime evaluated on the outside external source, that can bring a lot of stress to the table, but surprise visit also probably is a little more stressful than ask that surprise visit, like that, and from part of the school, staff, and helping them prepare for those. Great job to Mr. Taylor, great job navigating our transportation partner, balancing a lot of different things unexpected that, from day to day, they're trying to cover these short staffed, where he has to be creative, but he does a great job of keeping his eye on safety. Those are just a few highlights from the
Got DOT for posture as well.
Be there at the top, we have, we found out last week who the teacher of the year selections were in each building. At the elementary school, it was Robin Roosevelt. At the academy, it was Holly Phelps. At the middle school, it was Krista Lord, and then at the high school, it was Lauren Burtis. Those teachers will be observed by an external committee. And this will be the first time that the committee is returning to the classrooms to do those observations. We've done a video since about 2020 or 2021. So we're pretty excited to have the committee actually go in and observe, and then they will conduct some interviews afterwards and select one teacher of the year for our system. And those we will announce, or we will bring all of them into our October monthly meeting to be recognized. You see there, Roman numeral 2, the Superintendent's Advisory Council, both the teachers and the students. And that's the group that we meet separately. We meet the Teacher Advisory Council and the Student Advisory Council. And we meet with them about 3 times a year. Sometimes we need one extra meeting. We might meet 4 times a year, but usually it's about 3, and we just do different things with them, mostly, as the name implies, just in an advisory role. We ask them questions about, the welfare and the state of the system. So it's been a hugely beneficial way for us to, learn some things about ourselves in the past. Row number 3, you see our Scotland Exchange visit is scheduled. They will arrive in about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. On Saturday, September 27th, you see the list of things that they're going to do this year. It's very similar to what they've done in the past. So things like the Martin Luther King Museum, the courthouse here in town, the Robert Long Museum. They will, of course, they'll go up to Helen for a day, I think, and then they're going to Universal Studios, which was, and Kennedy Space Center, which was a huge hit last year. I think, Jenny, last year was the first year they did that, right? The Universal.
Last year, they were
That's right, year before that, yeah. And then they'll go to that football game that is at home on October the 3rd. We do have, if you all will put on your calendar, the community dinner for the Scotland Exchange group. That is on Tuesday, September the 30th. It's going to be at the Field House, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. And while you're putting this on your calendar, you can also put November 13th and 14th, which will be the dates of the BOE retreat at the Field House. We'll meet for dinner and then meetings after our November regular monthly meeting, and then of course all day on Friday. Next, you see our annual report. I know all of you have a copy of that annual report in front of you, but I did want you to see it in the Flip app there on the website. It's a pretty cool picture that Teresa is using here, and we're very excited about that. And it's a beautiful report. If you haven't had a chance to look at it yet, you're going to be very excited about it. and then to Miranda for technology update.
So the technology department, we're finally starting to settle in a little bit, from the start of the beginning of the school year. And, you'll probably see an action item come up soon about the internet acceptable use policy, that for you guys to look at to approve, that needs to be updated according to, some new laws. And we're also working on our procedures and making sure that all those procedures are compliant with the new law. So, staying busy in the technology department.
That's all.
A couple updates on the construction at the middle school. You can see the connections, that's over a part of that hallway. On the upper half of that, on the lower half of that unit. So you can see a lot of that is done, and they're getting, inside of those rooms right now. All that's done, top of wall frames and stuff, so all that's completed, the pictures are almost all the way in, and then like pictures are halfway in. And the gym is kind of where most of the work is now, as far as construction part, and it's all demo, working on the walls there, roughing of the, almost all in, all the way back. I got some pictures down here, I'll show you all of that. On the press box, just want to get an update on that. We had some renovation of that there, and that is complete. Windows, flooring, trim, paint, HVAC, they're all in. Fully functioning this week. That looks good on there with the new lettering that we talked about a while ago. The JA turf installation project, I've got a picture of those. Show that. The grade is pretty much complete over there. It's amazing the amount of air that it took up over there. And then the turf is on site, and they'll start laying it, and it should be in by the end of next week. It's amazing. That company has done a great job getting in, and so you'll be able to see that. Like I said, I got a couple of pictures so you can kind of see what it looks like laid out there. The SRO vehicles, just want to kind of let you know, you'll see these vehicles around town, around the campuses. But all four of the four Mavericks were delivered this week to our SRO, so they all have their new vehicles. And so that was a partnership with the city, just like it is for their employment with us in the city. So those trucks look great, and all been detailed up with our logo and all that. I got a couple of pictures of those also. And just a couple of updates on our completed projects. We finished a walking path for staff in the second grade hallways and the parking lot that gets striped off for staff. That way they can walk across there. It looks really good, getting those teachers off of that building where we can really see a clean line of sight for safety and security. And then we had a fence put around the storm drain on the playground. It just kind of got a little rocky right there, and it just felt like it was kind of dangerous. So we just fixed it off to keep kids away from that. So that was completed last week as well. And Russell, I think, had what we would probably say is his major thing he's still working on right now. He's going to go work on some air conditioners. But when I spoke with him this morning, he didn't have anything major. He's just been trying to keep up with the air conditioners that are this time of the year, and then just kind of working on some funny sticks and some other things, like, for instance, changing out all the locks at the middle school. I think he said he had installed 150 right now. We only had 200 left. But a lot of those are in that building that are coming, but it's amazing what has been released. It hasn't been released to us, but getting those cores changed up. I'll show you a couple pictures here. This first picture right here is it is in the old gym, and that is going to be the wrestling room right there. So you can kind of see where they're putting up the new wall right here. That is looking back toward what would have been the entrance of it right there. So that'll be the wrestling room, and this is standing in the new hallway that they're building. So here you can kind of see that hallway right here. Looking back now, we're looking back into the dance and cheerleading room. Oh, this weight room, sorry. Yeah. So the other to the right is to the other ones. That'll be the weight room right there. So that's where the back of the old gym used to be right there. They put up a new wall with the windows. Yeah. So that'll be the new weight room.
Some of them are in use, and then we got some of them for the Jefferson Church. But that'll be what we fill up that. This is looking out the front door. You kind of see right there toward the left of that picture is the old front entrance and the tennis courts fence right there. And that was on to the right of that picture is where the old boys' restrooms used to be. So those are being redone. You can see where that walls are being put in right there. This is the cheerleading dance room right here. And so you can kind of see where they left the old floor in there. It looks pretty good. I walked in today just to kind of get an idea of what that floor looked like. They've done a great job of taking care of that floor so we can convert it, which has resulted in a cost savings for us. So here is the academy. So you kind of see this is from the admin side of that. Just want to kind of give you a scope of what it looked like. It's pretty amazing when you go out there and look at it. It's going to be a beautiful area out there for those kids to play in. A lot safer. Here's another picture. I just kind of took this one so you can kind of see the tree line, how wide it went, where it's going all the way up there to the front of that tree line. This was about 5:30 yesterday. These guys are still out there working. But notice the guy, I don't know if you can see him over there. He's packing that with a single 1824 inch packer over there. That's a wide area to be used. So here's our trucks that we got. McKinney's Designs did those logo for us. So you kind of see those logos we have on the front, back, and side. Some really cool graphics there. All right. Questions about the facility? I have a question.
Charter, yes, sir. Policy, I think the charter schools come on the table. We actually do not have an existing policy, but we are required to have one based on that. Which led to a state board of education
I have a question about that.
This budget was presented on the table last month. And asked the staff to once again, and then she highlighted some useful information in last month's meeting. I just want to get into and see if I have some questions. So we did lose funding for what we call local fair share, which is required 5 meals that we have to give back to the state. So because of our digest going up, that required us to give back some of our funding that we earn. We mentioned, and we'll see it later on when we get ready to move the village rate, that on digest, like we talked about, basically stay flat compared to the year before. We did incur basically some loss of funds due to the Mississippi tax included the expenditures down below, that we have for it, which we had programmatic, instructional capability added, as well as like we mentioned about the non-certified health insurance rate increase was the biggest impact. That affected us almost $500,000 there in and of itself. Health insurance was just going up. Things for employees very good. I don't know when it ends. So, hopefully this will stabilize and give us some stability over the next few years. And also the teacher retirement rate increased, went to 21.91%. That's what the employer has to pay in for all our TRS employees, which that's like 5.4% for the last year. As well as things like relationships or you on the utility report, additional service, additional hospital, and so there's things that we factor in as well. Three. Continue to maintain, the 1.4 million start from this. So those things are all built into this plan for the 26.
Okay, does anybody have any questions? Go over it. What, did I make a motion to approve? Or second? Motion and a second. Any other questions? If none, all in favor?
Before we do that, can we jump back up and approve? We take a look at what outlay that. We also had some preliminary work on what is to take place. And then all, that project started, and so in order for us to, stick some funding, to help us, in particular, project $1.5 million. Process that we have to complete as a requirement. Waiting on guidance from more terms and what you see for this amendment, parts of policy and record. Required information in this policy. So we're not then work on evaluation of skills and actually and there are several school systems that are currently furnace and water treatment situation different evaluation system. Some school systems a different system. There are several program right now. It's just limited policy allows us to supporting regards to either rating.
Have a discussion. Everyone on the- Recommendations. Doctors, board policy. Other questions?
And it requires student attendance in school climate committees to meet by November 1st, and then at least 2 times annually thereafter. We are required to adopt certain protocols by June 1st, 2026. So this existing policy has been updated, as you see. There, due to chronic, due to this new law, those students not their access to not be expelled for chronic absence. So there's certain things that are specified in this legislation. I will say that our county, Jackson County, attendance protocol committee has had a robust process in place even prior to passage of this legislation. We have representatives from school systems on the attendance review, representatives from the I was talking to representatives yesterday actually, that legislative section don't focus on students. Another big push from the legislators is literacy. Part of that conversation is hard for our students to learn how to read if that student is not at school. So those are two huge issues. We have a couple of years ago really tried to focus on student attendance as we could. So this allows us to meet compliance with this state board legislation and spot some of the procedures that we have in place as a district. So I would recommend that you approve this amendment to board policy changes.
Motion and second to that. All of any other comments? And then all of those.
And our last policy is for Lynn. GARA, Jubilee leave and absences in Nashville 235. Georgia supported living donor educators and we are required to provide leaves of absence for donations of the bone marrow organs. So we'll see that we've updated our leave policy to include information in compliance with this new legislation. So we recommend that we approve the amendment to policy GARA.
All right, there's a relationship policy. Absences. Do I have a motion? Motion is very second. I have a motion and a second. Any other questions about this? None, all in favor, signify.
I will tell you, forthcoming is the House Bill 340, the Distraction-Free Education Act, that's the cell phone one. So we're currently working on those policy, the procedures to present to the board. We are required to have that adopted by January 1st with implementation July 1 of 2026. So that would be something we've already been working on, but we'll be taking that to you at the board retreat. All right, so last month we did the bulk of these, but we do allow our schools to submit fundraising requests at the end of the month of September. And so you've got those listed there. We have one the Art and Learning Center, which so if you've got a writing tool, practice one, if you want to help raise some money for the Center for Early Learning, you can certainly be a part of that. And then the other from the academy, we have a media center fundraiser for a book fair. The high school has some of their clubs are going to be fundraisers, which are customary to some of the in the past. And a few of the fundraisers, principals have been busy.
Recommendations to question. Now motion to second. Any other comments or questions?
We have it. unlock or so.
Have a motion for a second. Any other questions? All in favor? We'll go to,
It's been a busy week at Jefferson High School, homecoming, big game tomorrow night. Another ceremony, a lot going on, but we also have blood drive coming up, our sports concert is coming up, Scotland is coming, a lot of things. Also just having our new students back inside, and I've never seen this back. So it's good, with hockey and their heads and anyway, it was a great turnout, the kids are very appreciative, so several new kids this year. Anybody want to chaperone? Leadership, so. It's back at the Civic Center. We had a double booked cheerleading competition, and so it's back in the Civic Center.
So speaking of homecoming, again, Catholic law was homecoming for
We are enjoying it. Media center is every day for all kinds of things. It's going to turn into book tasting event. Celebrate reading plus parents. So that'll be a lot of fun. Lots of things like that going on. We have name days coming out that everybody's enjoying. Picture day, our ROTC, really proud of them. They came over today and celebrated the high school ROTC for the night. And I thought that was good for them to do. We have our big blow run coming up, so like November 26th, come and participate with us. I love that. Just a shout out to our cafeteria crew. Our manager is selling hamburgers, plates that night. So you get lunch. Going to use that money to help kids lunch bills that haven't been paid the last few months or whatever. So I thought that was really special for her to take that initiative and
Yes, so I think we all already know about the most exciting thing going on at the academy is that turf project. We've got lots of excited kids and teachers and custodians. Our floors will be cleaner. But we also have had our fifth grade band, orchestra, and choir to start this month. So we've got some great groups just about every single day after school. We had our Rock Eagle interest meeting for fourth grade parents. That was a change this year. So I want to thank you for approving that change. The kids are excited about it. The teachers are very excited about it. A lot of them remember going to Rock Eagle as students. So we're excited about that being a fun trip. But then I also wanted to just share one little bit about our new specials class that you guys approved adding this year. It's our career explorations class taught by Tabitha Riley. And first of all, she is just over the moon excited every single day to come into that class. The kids are loving it. My own child, who is she's kind of a tough crowd, she loves it. But I popped in the other day and third graders were learning about healthcare and different jobs. What is an RN? What's a CNA? What's a doctor? And he had students in groups that each had a patient and they each had a role and had to figure out what each role would do for that patient. And these were third graders. So I just want to thank you for giving them that opportunity.
We are busy at JPS as well. We're starting to have more kids get out of the cars voluntarily. We don't have to peel them out. So they're sort of getting into a routine. We wrapped up a big book fair. I think Ms. Golding was very successful with book fair. We had a lot of families and parents that came into the school. We love it when we can have them in. We are getting ready for our first big parent engagement literacy night, which will be on October the 2nd, and it's Rocket to Reading is the theme, the space theme. And Jan Moore and Taryn Smith are organizing it, and we have a lot of teachers that are volunteering to work. Teachers are getting ready to hold parent conferences, and they will do that over a 3-week span starting September 15th. So they're scheduling parents to come in before school, after school, or during their planning time, which is very short. But they are getting that going, and we have our PTO is having a big fall kickoff on September 19th. I think that's the football team night off, so they're hoping they might have some high school visitors. And we have had a teddy bear clinic going on for 3 days. It's been a big deal all day when students rotate through PE. They bring their teddy bears, and Miss Laura Wilburn, who is the health occupations teacher at the high school, has brought students and community members, like lots of, I'm scared I'm going to leave some folks out, but her HOSA members and her high school students with Piedmont, Crawford W. Long Pharmacy, the health department, a couple of dentists in the area of pediatrics with Maple Pediatric Dentistry. They came and they did some things with their teddy bears. So students have loved it. But today was a very busy day because that ended up, we had school pictures in the cafeteria. Left the cafeteria staff, they were packing up lunches and sitting them down in classrooms, and teachers had a training with Ms. Kiklo and Taryn for MTSS procedures. And so they went home, nobody complained. I feel like it was a busy but good day. So we've got a lot going on, but we are rocking and rolling.
And we let everybody go in front of it.
Well, very exciting next week, Ms. French is taking us to the AMS outdoor classroom, and she has a local poster, which we're going to be part of our new Discover and Wonder specials class that we have. So that's taking place. And then literacy, at the end of this month, we have our parent pancake breakfast where the parents will come in and we read to give a pig of pancakes and demonstrate how to do a very interactive read aloud to keep people's interest at home when they read with them. And then they'll come back into the cafeteria and have a pancake breakfast with their child and do like a literacy response craft with their kids. That's always really well thought of. But what I really wanted to talk about is next week our Time to Play initiative starts. And that was when our birth to 3 outreach. And I'm proud to say both classes are already full. And due to the grant, some teachers who are staying at home with their kids are going to leave those play groups. So not putting too much of a burden on our teachers. We're going to leave those. And part of the grant is for us to develop parent aids. And so I wanted you to see the first one. We have 8 of these already ready to go. But they are based on research out of Harvard about how to supercharge your interactions with your kids. And we put them in Jefferson colors. And these have been given out to our parents, the Time to Play parents, the Drive the Nest parents, and the library has agreed to give them out. So we're excited about expanding our outreach for our parents. So thank you for allowing that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we always say
All right. Yes. Let me tell you again, those stones, they are my favorite. Well, that's
Already planned what I gotta do when I leave this meeting.
I'm not worried about working it out.
I'm gonna have to ask my staff to make up a couple extra on that fresh baked fried eggs. We've got a pumpkin spice oven that will be running over sometime. Maybe it's way over here. But things are going well. I did get my middle school staff that Glow Run is very near and dear to her heart. She loves my move over there to decorate for Glow Run, so it was a really great idea. She spearheaded that and brought in this year. She was involved with Glow Run, so thank you for to do that. And this is fun to enjoy. Yeah, other than that, we're just kind of on. We're getting ready for our holiday meal. We do need to prep for that now. And we are starting off tomorrow with our holiday meal. So having our home day. And at the upper grades at middle school and high school, we'll be doing buffalo chicken wings, which I'm very excited about. And our lower grades, we're going to be doing barbecue chicken legs. Barbecue chicken legs, and we'll be barbecue.
Not the whole chicken.
Not the whole chicken, yeah.
Thank you. People are about to nutrition.
well, I know Dr. Hicks mentioned this this year, but I'd love to highlight the 3 of those are teachers of special education students. That might be the first for our district, I'm not sure. But that was super exciting as we still have on job to great leaders in your building. Along with them first, we now have about, I'll say more than 30 students who have communication devices. So Katie Barkin is partnering someone we already contracted with, I think, Security Solutions, to offer 7 parent sessions for those families so that they are just of how that looks to be at home and how it's going back and forth, how to take care of it, just some different things there. So that's, I believe, also a first. Alex Coley, along that year, planning a transition fair. So you may see some information come out about that. That is supposed to encompass all the things that students might be aware of or preparing them as they leave the high school. That is a new thing for us. You've probably seen other districts. Barry has a big one, Laconia has a big one. That will be in November. More information will come on that. And then I know that Ms. Joyner mentioned this. Part of that new well, that we talked about last time, House Bill 307, encompasses a lot of the MTSS practices and policies and procedures. So we did do that training today. Our school, we had 2 school psychologists, but Jacqueline Scales really has a heart for helping with that. So she also helps Taryn plan that and present that, and we will do that again. Not at JS, but at JA. So just lots of firsts going on.
Sounds like you got a lot going on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all for what you do. And we're going to go into executive session. I have a motion going to. Motion is second. All those in favor. Thank you all for being here.